The movie opens with a teenage boy named Junior White sent to a 6-month term in a prison for a minor crime. His cellmate, a seemingly defenseless man, is repeatedly physically abused by prisoners led by gangster Dave. As Junior adjusts to the harsh prison routine, he crosses paths with Brandon Lynch, infamous for his violent armed robberies. But Brendan is also really smart and playing a chess game with someone named Sam. When Junior walks by, he sees an unexpected checkmate. Brendan, unsure at first, asks Junior to show his move. When Junior does, Brendan is impressed with how smart he is. However, he doesn't show it and says the checkmate was just luck. Junior doesn't say anything and goes back to his cell. There, he finds his cellmate desperately making a knife from a toothbrush because he's afraid of being attacked by Dave again. Junior feels sorry for him and decides to do something about it. The next day, when Dave comes into their cell to hurt the man, Junior bravely steps in. This causes a fight that gets him put in solitary confinement as punishment. Sadly, despite Junior's efforts, his cellmate continues to be abused. The constant attacks lead his cellmate to try to commit suicide using the makeshift weapon. When Junior comes back to his cell, he finds the man choking on blood. He calls for help desperately, but the cellmate doesn't make it. Days later, Dave and his gang try to attack Junior, but Brendan, Sterlo, and Merv rescue him just in time. Brendan and Junior then make a deal to help each other out with whatever tasks are needed.
This is all or nothing.
Several months later, Junior is released from prison. He goes straight to meet a powerful crime boss named Sam, who was playing chess with Brandon. Sam and his nephew Josh welcome Junior into their group, giving him an apartment and a briefcase with Brendan's belongings. In the case, Junior finds fake passports, new clothes, and a pistol. That night, a beautiful young woman named Tasha comes to his apartment. She brings cash and a cell phone for receiving important instructions. After giving them to Junior, she leaves immediately. In the next scene, Junior is at Private Wilson's trailer under Sam's guidance. He gets illegal assault weapons and learns how to use them. Then, he goes to a helicopter tour company, takes control of a helicopter, and orders the pilot to fly to the prison where Brendan is held. Meanwhile, Brendan and his friends have taken control inside the prison, holding a guard hostage. They're waiting for Junior to arrive to rescue them. When the helicopter lands, they quickly board, leaving the hostage behind. They fly a long distance to a distant city, where they get into a car and escape, leaving the pilot unharmed. On the way, a radio broadcast reveals a dark secret about Merv. He assaulted a schoolgirl years ago, which landed him in prison. Merv had kept this hidden from his cellmates. When Brandon hears this, he confronts Merv violently and kicks him out of their gang. The remaining trio, Brandon, Sterlo, and Junior, return to the apartment and assess the space. Brendan feels the apartment is vulnerable to attack, so they decide to move to a safer place. They go to Sam's fancy home and are chosen for a job, to steal gold from a bank in Kalgoorlie. The reward could earn them a huge amount, $1 million. While at Sam's large house, Junior sees Tasha again. He follows her to the pool and tries to talk to her, but Josh interrupts and pushes him into the water. Since Junior can't swim, he struggles, but Tasha saves him. Feeling sorry for him, she invites him to dinner at a Chinese restaurant. Later, during dinner, Junior asks Tasha why she stays with Sam when she could escape using her Porsche car. She replies with a scary story about what happened to the last girl who tried to run. She was hunted down and killed. The next morning, Brendan is upset about what happened with Junior and Tasha the previous night.
You do not bend the rules for a piece of scum.
He insists that Junior can't let a woman distract him from their mission. They move to a new hideout arranged by Sam, finally finding safety. Brendan and Junior then travel to Curlie to scout the area and plan their heist. Brendan tells Junior he's in charge of handling hostages and explains how to manage them if they try to alert anyone. As night falls, they attend a local rally racing event. Chris, Brandon's friend, is recruited to join their heist. Back at Sam's estate, tensions rise as they plan the heist. Junior and Josh start a struggle, but Brendan quickly calms it down. After leaving the heated discussion, Junior goes to the bar where he sees Tasha dealing with rude customers in a private area. Feeling sorry for her, Junior impulsively pulls out his gun and threatens the men to leave. However, this upsets Tasha because she's worried Sam will find out. To make amends, they agree to meet at a spot by the lake near where Junior lives. That night, Junior talks to Tasha about his childhood, sharing how his neglectful parents didn't take care of him and how he was bullied at school. As they talk, they grow closer. They end up making love, and the next morning, Tasha gives Junior her good luck charm necklace. Junior promises that after the heist, they'll begin a new life together. That night, the crew, filled with anticipation and tension, gets ready for the mission ahead. They begin their journey towards Kalgoorlie. During the long drive, Sterlo shares his past experiences, which motivates his friends. Upon reaching their target location, they easily enter the bank. Junior slips into the ventilation shaft above the room where the gold is processed. The rest of the crew takes their positions and waits until the next morning. Meanwhile, Tasha is cornered by Sam's relentless questions. She tries to ignore him at first, but when he persists, she reluctantly admits her relationship with Junior. Sam becomes even more irritated and secretly starts planning Junior's downfall. As the next day begins, employees at the gold processing room arrive to start their work. To their shock, Junior suddenly drops down from the ventilation system. He quickly pulls out his gun and threatens the workers to stop them from triggering the panic alarm. This allows the rest of the crew to slip in unnoticed. Once inside, Brendan takes charge and forces 2 employees to turn the flowing liquid gold into solid bars. In the midst of this high-stakes operation, chaos erupts. Without warning, Josh shoots an employee in the leg, claiming the worker was making a move toward the door. But Brendan, furious, doesn't tolerate it. He teaches Josh a lesson by punching him hard in the face. Unfortunately, it's too late. The police sirens are heard soon after. Brendan and the crew quickly load 6 bars of gold and begin their escape plan. Using hostages as human shields, they prevent the police from shooting. Then, they sprint to their getaway vehicle and escape. However, the cops aren't giving up easily and start chasing after them. Just as Brendan and the group flee the outskirts of Kalgoorlie, Sterlo is shot in the abdomen. Blood pools around him. The injury is severe. Eventually, Chris outsmarts the cops with a clever maneuver, causing several police vehicles to crash. At this point, Sterlo realizes he won't survive. With his last breath, he asks for his share of the stolen gold to be given to his young daughter. The group is devastated by his death, but they must continue. Later, they hide their vehicle in a truck and head to Sam's location. Sam tells them to destroy the car and erase all evidence. Following his orders, Brendan and Junior set fire to the car with Sterlo's body inside, then push it off a cliff. Meanwhile, one of Sam's henchmen, Ken, sees Tasha packing her bags and becomes suspicious. He confronts her, leading to a fight between them. Against all odds, Tasha overpowers Ken and knocks him out. Meanwhile, Junior and Brendan quietly escape from Sam. They visit a grave where Brendan has hidden some money. Knowing Sam plans to convert the gold into cash in Melbourne, they pack their bags and prepare for the journey. Later, Junior and Tasha meet again on a train heading to Melbourne. That night, they find a motel to stay in. While watching the news, they learn they are wanted for the Kalgoorlie heist. Strangely, Sam's name isn't mentioned, hinting he might have manipulated the situation to his advantage. The next day, Brendan gives Tasha a portion of the money from the grave and tells her to give it to Sterlo's family. While she leaves to do this, Brendan has a serious talk with Junior. He warns him that Tasha's past relationship with Sam could complicate their future plans. To ensure their plan goes smoothly, Brendan promises to give Junior more money if he cuts ties with Tasha. Unfortunately, Tasha overhears this and is deeply hurt. Junior tries to explain, but she refuses to listen.
Haven't you figured this out?
Tasha warns Junior that Brendan might abandon him after the job, just as he suggested with her. Their intense conversation is suddenly interrupted by Wayne, an armed man. Wayne aims his gun at Brendan and reveals that Sam has put a bounty on his head. Despite the threat, Brendan stays calm and collected. He cleverly convinces Wayne that Sam has betrayed him too and offers a large sum of money to help them instead. The promise of a bigger reward persuades Wayne to change his mind. He agrees to Brendan's offer. The next morning, Junior and Brendan head to where Sam is distributing the gold. They arrive just in time to see Josh and Ken handing a key to a mysterious person by a vehicle. Their conversation is suddenly interrupted by Wayne, who arrives in his pickup truck and charges at them. Gunfire erupts among the gang members. Amid the chaos, Brendan takes out Ken and captures Josh. They interrogate him about the gold's location. At first, Josh stays silent, but he breaks down and reveals where the gold is hidden after they put him in a freezer. With this information, Brendan and Junior quickly retrieve the gold hidden in a suitcase. They head to Sam's place, determined to settle the score. When they arrive, Brendan finds Sam with a gun, staring out the window. Their relationship has soured to the point where they both know only one will survive. Suddenly, Sam turns and shoots, but he misses Brendan. Brendan retaliates, shooting Sam in the abdomen, and he falls to the floor, dead. Brendan and Junior then find a motel to spend the night. Brendan hides the gold suitcase under the bed, while Junior sneaks out to mail the motel's location and room keys to Tasha. The pair buys a boat, intending to leave the country for good. Early the next morning, Brendan and Junior set sail. As Tasha had predicted, Brendan plans to cheat Junior, offering him only a small share of the gold. However, Junior anticipated this betrayal. He reveals that he had already sent the motel's location to Tasha, who has now taken all the gold and hidden it. Enraged by the revelation, Brendan threatens Junior with a gun.
Where's the gold?
Before he can shoot, Tasha calls from the shore. Holding the gold, she warns Brendan to comply with her demands or lose everything. Furious, Brendan drags Junior into the water, and they begin a fierce fight. Initially, only Brendan surfaces. As Junior can't swim, he manages to pull Junior from the water. Questioning why he trusted Tasha with their fortune, Junior confesses he trusts her because he loves her. Brendan eventually gives up arguing, and they sit down on the boat to talk. Junior promises to send Brendan his share of the money before leaving on a small boat to the shore. Later, Brendan returns to living in the motel. Unfortunately, a woman recognizes him and calls the police. He's captured and sent back to prison. Months later, Brendan receives a letter from Junior with the location of his share of the gold. The letter includes a photo of Tasha, who is pregnant. The movie ends with Brendan looking out of the prison window, smiling with hope for a brighter future. Well, that's the end of this recap. How did you like it? Let me know your thoughts as comments. Also, consider subscribing this channel for more interesting movie and series recaps. See you in the next video. Bye bye.